wasn't the right button. Alright. That's not it. So, there's a Moogle here. For some reason. We're gonna figure out what it's doing now. I'm gonna activate this before I forget. Move it down there. Don't think it really matters, but better safe than sorry. He's gone. Chris, we have to widen our search. Where is he? I wonder if I can see it from there. Oh, I see glowy bits. I think he's right over here. There's a lot of, like, puff balls. Oh, there's a lot of fluffy bits. There's an etheric disturbance over here. There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. What is this? The nearby wind appears warped. You sense that concealed magics are at work. I have to go and do all these before I can interact with it. What do you think, Estinian? I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of those strange plants shifting in the breeze. Well, unless the plants know how to say Koopa. I've heard tales of these Moogles, but it's the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Did I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. I don't believe you. There's a lot of etheric disturbances. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Probably. What are these? Ooh, Samurai Sword, Dark Knight Claymore, Titanium Axe, Titanium Bastard Sword. Worse than what I have now. Probably grab the katana. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I am certain Heivensward would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days, and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Where do you sail? Might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Travanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I've not yet given up on the Moogles. Chrysanthemum, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggle I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Chrysanthemum, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nelfica's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetherite of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Sounded like someone was walking down the hall. Alright. All the way over here. Oh, wait, let me grab the safe threat. This is the one he was talking about, I bet. Oh, that's Moghome. So I've already got it then. Okay. I don't see anything else in here that he could be talking about. Unless it's this disturbance. The air nearby seems warped. Okay. Yep. We'll just head to Gridania then. I've been in Gridania in a minute. I hope I don't have to keep teleporting all the way around the place for too long. My model's covering it, but I'm a little bit broke right now. What's the Aether right nearest that? Conjurer's Guild. We'll just teleport to that real quick. Conjurer's Guild. I sent word to the eldest Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you're familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance? Yeah, kinda. Voice acted cutscene? It looks voice acted. Nope. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less a relief to see that you were safe and hail with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all that you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. I love his new look. That coat goes pretty hard. I'm not a big fan of, like, the half tie. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles at the Churning Mists. Kupopopo, I say Kupo. Greetings, Kuplokop. Oh, God. Wrong person. Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Drivania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kupla, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelt beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes, the tale of good King Mugglemug the XII. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length. that his subjects may climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that the Kuplow's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly reasonable that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the ancient moguls of the churning mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You'll accompany us then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Ooh, I just noticed that the game is, like, ridiculously quiet. Let's turn that all the way up. And then up even a little bit further. There we go. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. So stupid. The stupid lion head. It looks so goofy. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft does our nation turn to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Well, many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. You know, that would be, like, more fitting if I was in my Dark Knight, considering their whole story is, like, the Warrior of Light's inner monologue about always being the one to help and never having anybody offer to help in return. What is this? The Joy of Pictomancy. Okay. So I have to come back here if I want to learn that later. Probably will. It seems like a fun class, the little bit I've seen of it. Pray return to the summit and inform my companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Salmon. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. I want to swap out my name. What do we got? It's the Onion Knight! Oh yeah. Why is he hitting me? Why would you do that, little guy? I don't get it. Okay. Going back to Magho. Not a ton of, like, long walks and stuff, so, well, this is now going to be about the longest walk we've got. I don't know if I'm going to be cutting this one out, because it's literally just right here. But I've been trying to go through and edit out, like, the longer walks. And I'm hoping that people are enjoying that. I saw that it bumped up my, my average view time by, like, tens of times. It went up from, like, a minute 30 up to, like, 35 minutes or something like that, which is cool as hell. If anybody is watching, please consider dropping a sub. I'm trying to get to 50 on YouTube, so that way I can multi-stream. But, yeah. Hope y'all are enjoying. I'm gonna have a quick drink. I put too much powder in my gamer sauce. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. The elder Seedseer herself answers your call? Then there is naught to do but wait. Yeah, they don't have the Aetheryte up here, so we gotta wait for them to make the whole journey, I think. They are here. Oh yeah, Alphino walked them up here. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Samo for the churning mists. Oh wait, we pushed them, like, entirely out of their home? Oh, oops, I'm gonna read it on stream. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, the Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I've heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. What is this on his spear? Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them. I am Kani Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Accidentally summons Garuda. Hey, Ursa, how you doing, bud? Just the two of us right now, but I'm still gonna just... There we go. Hope you're doing well. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. Doing well, hope 14's treating you well. So far, so good. I'm just starting for the day, but, oh! I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. He's got a thick little headpiece. Alphina's afraid of him. Chieftain Moglin, it's an honor to meet you. Greetings, I'm Kuplakop, ambassador of the 12 Wood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Anything involving Moogles usually is a good time, from what I've seen. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Heavensward, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Connie Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. That Moogle's huge. He's like the size of good King Mogglemog. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. Esterian. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Heavensward, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. That's so valid. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Chris here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. You don't know that. You don't know me. He's a champion of the 12 Wood Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. May we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. You know, they're very in the right to mistrust us. We do not look like we come here with friendly intentions. Speak with Moglin. Oh. God, these Moogles are huge. Like, this is normal. This is not. And that dude's just giant. He's just chilling. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplakop called you again? Chrysanthemum. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Mooglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmog, and Moglin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer your momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. This guy gives me serious Super Kami Guru vibes. Ooh, oh, that's a good shield. All these weapons worse than what I have, and they're for DPS classes. It's kind of silly. Hello, yes, I'm Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I've a potion to fix that. Oh god, it's Moogle Gill. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial, yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Ale Tome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Koopa. Alright then. Let's get all of them real quick, just so that way I can go and just knock them out. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Magma. I know, I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you ever laid eyes on, Koopa. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those restless Dravadians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. They probably will. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent Archeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Koopa. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Chestnut Rod, Scholar's Arm, Astrologian, Red Mage. Ooh! Oh, it looks almost exactly the same as the one that I've already got. It's probably the exact same texture, just new stats. A little disappointing. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Koopa. I know why you've come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was as an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Koopo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. Oh god. Alright, let's go ask the Moogles. Mogul's missing his masterpiece, Koopa. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Moglin has misplaced his masterpiece, Koopa. Oh, happy day. If I'm swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Moglin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Koopa nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? You dick. God damn, this one's big. I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Sawmall's summit from time to time, Koopo. Maybe he left it up there. Alright, Mogwin. Where'd you go? There you are. Well, what did you find out, Koopa? Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I do recall leaving it on the summit to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go adventure and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. So I have to just do... Oh. Okay. I thought that I was gonna have to do some, but I guess not. So it's gonna be like up there? Gotta find a way up. Oh, I'm gonna get this. Just let me get the flag. You. Gives me a second to remember my controls for power. What is this one again? Oh yeah, cover. I don't need to use cover right now though. Alright, there's one. There's the dinosaurs I have to beat up. I don't remember. Is this better for 1 or 2? Oh yeah, it's only worthwhile if I can hit 3. Let's grab the other plant. Probably over here. Probably near that rock on my right. I was wrong. Huh. You know, I keep forgetting to use this. I'm gonna have my little bird help me. Just some extra DPS. I don't know how much damage it'll actually do. Oh, it's pretty good damage. Since I don't think I've actually used my chocobo for combat before. My chocobo is after my little dog. She's a little Pomeranian. She's never had an intelligent thought in her life, and she isn't planning on starting now. Is that... Oh, there's another Arceus. Anything else? No? Okay. Now, where is the other cloud split? Is it like up here? I didn't know you could get up here. There it is. What's that glowing over there? How am I supposed to get up? Can I transfer over there? No. Was there a path inside that I didn't see, maybe? I can't fly here yet. I guess it's gotta be, because I don't see anywhere here that it connects. Alright, let's see. Is there a way to climb in here? Looks like there's something over there. Yeah, there's a path up over there. Is that climbable? It's gotta be, right? Yeah, it is climbable. Okay. Well, then this quest is probably very easy. I thought I was gonna have to go on a whole ass adventure. Oh, Aether Current. Yum. Over here? Yeah, over probably by that rock there. Moogles are a little bit weird. I'm kind of in between loving and hating Moogles. I think as long as they aren't super overused, I am good. Like, this is the first time that we've had Moogles be part of the story since Good King Muggle. And I think that that's good. As long as we aren't seeing them, like, constantly, I'm fine with it. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You're as capable as I am captivating, Koopa. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those last from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and their bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. So true. Let's get... That staff isn't going to be as good as what I've already got. What's the most expensive thing here? They're all the same. I'll take the longbow. Do you have it, Koopa? Is my masterpiece safe? Yep. There you go. Oh, sorry about that. Did I? Oh, I didn't realize that would hide stuff. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Koopa nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear about this valorous deed. Give me the rapier. And the weeb one up here, I want the samurai sword. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. There you go. Ah, these are perfect, Koopa. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle. Oh, wait, that's right. This is the shield. Did I goof? I must have. Yeah, I didn't grab the katana. That's okay. Pretty sure this is the same shield that I got from hitting 50. But that's like that. Chrysanthemum, if that's what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Malkan, Mogmug, and Mogwood. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Okay, where's the boys? Ooh, wait, you have a blue quest. Aether Current, yoink. Are these trials over then? My tasks may have been little more than household chores. Yeah, they really were. If our hosts select not to grant their aid, after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation and Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? I think I'd rather just have money. I guess Kupo nuts are their money. I'll go your trials, Warrior of Light. I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. One sec. There. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt those furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Chrysanthemum. I like not this place. We have a lot of people here. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of Good King Mogomog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings approved with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. I bet if anybody knows, like, the truth of that tale, it would probably be these Moogles. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Mogwood has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. What sorcery is this? When my heart could stir at mere fluffiness. Chrysanthemum, no matter. What is it? Chieftain Mogwood has made his decision. Let's not keep him waiting then. Alright, let's see. What's your choice, Moglin? Please voice act it. No! Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. That's a dangerous word. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Race Velger could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Uh-oh. Oh dear. The horn. Bring out the horn. Quickly. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves as of late, and I think Morgan may have sat on it. So we may need some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have the chance to plead our case to Heavensward. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Heavensward will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we've squandered enough time already. Oh, she's mad. He wants to stay and pet the Moogles. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Markholm your home amongst the clouds. Oh, there's a markup here? Ah, what's far though? Yeah, I don't even have access to that. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would have ever found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would have never gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn's fixed, so all's well that ends well. Hey, Kupo. Do you see how impatient Chrysanthemum looks? How grumpy this man is? He's not happy about the fact that he had to do all these chores. He's really not. He's starting to run out of patience. My sweet boy isn't so sweet anymore. Oh, well, I have to talk to you for the other one. Well, I expect you to want to be on your way. I'll be waiting outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our return trip to Zenith. And I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It should be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? True. Alphino, Chrysanthemum, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might have never been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would have never chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplakop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seetsier. We too must be on our way. Race Velgir awaits. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Thorstinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Alright, let's mount up. What is this? Is it still flagging? Yeah, it is still flagging the mark that I had posted. Or not posted, that I clicked on. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Koopa? Then we are indeed ready to go. The road to Zenith. Ooh. That's good armor. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Hraesvelgir's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for a saw. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Koopa. Is this Moogle over here gonna give me the next quest I need for my, Aetherites? Or not Aetherites, Aether cards? Yup. Are there any more here? Mender of sticks, emptier of purses. I think I'll pass on visiting them. How do I unmark it? There we go. Should I go and get this one? It is right over here. No, it's not right over here, is it? I feel like it's up. I'll just go and take a look, and if I can't find it, then I can't find it. Yeah. Almost made that jump. No! Get up there! Come on, Armand! You're literally flying. Just jump a little higher. Yeah. Oh. Hey. I need to fight you. Can you come down here? What's my shield throw again? I know I have one. Shield lob, there it is. Come on, I can clearly see him. howdy side note if you wish you could. Oh, don't tell me. It's literally right here. I kept trying to jump up the cliff, and the way up was literally right here. That's funny. Hi, I'm here to fight you. No, wait, come back. Move. I want all three. There we go. Still a little straight to punch for the most part. I think there might be something going around. Pretty much everybody that I've talked to today has said that they're feeling sick. These guys are talking about something. Well, that's okay. Now that we're down to 2, I think it'll go. Worst case scenario, I have my hologram. There we go. Got it closer than I needed to, but oh well. Alright, let's just TP here. It's only 70 kill. Is this one of the ones that was down in there? Yeah. I'm not going to be able to get them all this early on. There's no way. But I think that when I'm getting them, it makes my mounts faster, right? Or is it only when you get certain ones? Either way, I'm trying not to... Hi, dragons. What do you guys want? You want to throw down? I'll throw down. Why are you guys easier than the big lizards that I have? You are bigger lizards, and you have wings. You should be just a straight up upgrade. Instead, you're doing Panda. Those are riding maps to get faster mount speed, and yeah, doing Aether Currents as you do MSQ, or either as soon as you hit the area, I just find feels the best. Yeah, I got tired of not being able to fly in the other parts of Dravania and the Chorus Highlands. Roadkill is up here, and then I've got to go up and left to get to Zenith. Gotta kill Archaeosaurs. What up, bestie? I'll tag this one real quick and just bring it over. Everything feels good. I haven't played it on the map. I haven't played Paladin basically since I got my but one of my retainers is a Paladin, so I gotta level it up to let my retainer level up. figured that it would just be easier to level up my retainers as classes I've already played. That way I can just give them hand-me-down gear. I'll turn that in later. Oh, wait. I don't have to turn it in later. Huh. Keeping an eye out for the other Aether Currents, just the ones in the overworld. Haven't seen any yet. Oh, there's 3 of you. You thought you would ambush me. I've been lazy on that stuff, staying behind on those aspects, both crafting and gathering jobs. Wanna be a chocobo better whenever they hit the max rank, feed them veterinary onions. Yeah, I haven't really improved my chocobo at all. I forgot that I even had all these glacial greens until I swapped to Paladin, because my hotbar was a mess. Basically, like, everything that I had over here, like my potions, although I need to get new potions, my minion roulette, mount roulette, digging stuff up, glacial greens, and iron will, were all on this hotbar and just made it a complete mess. Hello, Mogmont. There's an Aether Current. Oh look, there's an Aether Current. Look up collapsing hotbar macros. I'll maybe look it up later. I'm not too worried about it right now. I've got them how I want them for now. Things were a bit bitey there for a while, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I always wondered what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Give me that jacket. What does this jacket look like? You know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ooh. I will probably get the Rainy Robe of Healing. Definitely a later thing because it's a lot, but once it's set up, it clears out the UI a good bit. Okay. I may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Race Vogear invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I'd suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Damn. He did a lot of good for, like, RPGs, for anime, for, like, every kind of media. I don't like his dragons. Hello, friend. This should do nicely, Koopa. The wind will have likely died down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Carthus. Huh. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of beating a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Chrysanthemum, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Where'd you go, Alphino? Off this way? Speed threatening monsters to the west of Alphino or to the east of Alphino? You know, I think I prefer that to an escort quest. You don't want to try it, dragon. Just back off. Hello, friend. Are you a Dark Knight? Giga chat. Oh, whoops. I went right past it without thinking. Oh, he's up on that ridge? Oh, damn. I feel like this is probably... Oh, hi Alpha now. Don't worry, buddy. I'll kill all the big bad monsters. You don't even have to know they're here. I haven't seen you guys in... I'm gonna walk out of this with almost perfect health. Yeah, pretty much. Gotta get up here now. Think. Nope. Just behind that one. I just didn't see it before. God damn, hi viewers. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody's well. There we go. Alright. Bad guys down. 2 monsters in the valley are dead, so that means that Alphino is safe. They also are not the dragons that we're here, like, worrying about. They were just 2 random trees. Actually, you know what? Never mind. If he's trying to get firewood, then I suppose 2 random monster trees would probably be a bigger threat. Hey Tika, how you doing? Let me talk to the stadium. Get out of the way. And see, I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns from the wood, we can see about supper. The ice queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Chillin', hell yeah. I wanted to pop in and see where you were in quests. About to speak with Race Velgin, I think. Voice acted cutscene. It has that vibe. God, this makes me... Okay. So, before I start with this cutscene, I had put a poll on Twitter for a few games to work on for Final Fantasy February. It was a three-way tie, and by that I mean there were 3 votes. One was for continuing Final Fantasy XIV and just doubling down on it. One was for Final Fantasy XIV, and one was for Final Fantasy XVI. Out of those 3, I've now played a lot more Final Fantasy 14, but I have played a bit of 15, and everybody just sitting around the fire like this, just vibing, made me think of it. Because I really enjoyed those little scenes, the little bit that I've played of 15. Like, just winding down to the end of the day, all of the companions and stuff talking to each other. I remember Gladio telling me that I needed to get in shape and that he was going to wake me up early in the morning to go for a run on the beach. And that just turned into like a whole side quest thing. And it's just like very comfy, very, very chill. I really liked it. I did play a little bit of the demo of 16. Did not pay any attention to the story at all. Just wanted to see how it would run, get into some combat, see how the combat feels. And I think that I'm going to be able to stream it and have it, like, perform pretty well. It was, like, shockingly smooth. It was smooth enough that it made it look a little bit weird at times because I expected frame drops, and they didn't happen. I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, in some games, you know, you ever have, like, you're about to hit an enemy or you're about to be hit, and with all the particle effects going off, there's, like, a small drop in frames sometimes. Usually at the very beginning of combat. It didn't happen, and it made it feel odd. And I don't know, like, how to put it into words. But yeah. I'll probably start with 15 and play that alongside 14. And then after I finish 15, if I finish 15, I'll move on to 16. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling fire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to assail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Race Velgia that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would have never vowed to tear down the Holy See and explain the falsehoods that with which it runs the flames of conflict, or fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance, though the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny. But I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool wielding a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. Knocks over the entire fire, sets this whole little plateau ablaze. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Isart. Convince Hraesvelgir of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, wow. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers in the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Let's get the... I feel like the healing robe is probably the best for me. But I'm also broke. And those will probably get outclassed by dungeon stuff. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel that the skies have shifted? They will have borne Hraesvelgir back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. What do you mean? Why do you think we're gonna die? Blow the horn at the top floor of the Zenith. I bet there's an aether current up there. Ooh, aether. What's over here? Nothing important to me right now. Just a cool tree. What are these summoning stones? Oh, they're chocobo porters. I wonder how aetherites are made. What is this one? This one. Gimme. So I have 3 more quests, 1 more just out in the open. That is not the sound I expected to come out of that little horn. Oh shit. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Oh, you want kick-ass. You're very long, though.
Heavensward.
Oh, it's actually voice acting. I'm gonna let them do the talking then. Thou speaketh the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Heavensward, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl. Thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the path for thee, but it did not grant thee omniscience. I'll be right back. Someone's calling me from the other room. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody was calling me and needed some help with something for just a minute. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva, is but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Such gods are not summoned but created, phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul has been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Oh no. Oh, she's unconscious. The spirit's like, well, oh, I thought she passed out.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness.
Dran ilul esk apashi.
1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation.
Fia aini kinu, losken stari strari dran, lar hesne schnell.
2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elysian learned much about us, not least at the eyes of a great worm or the wellspring of his strength.
Toha mafta, feskdu for one istrasi, on lis thorn.
'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our people had achieved together.
Sai if in ned, or ratatoska, stray morning.
With the aid of his leal knights, that most noble of Elysian lured my brood sister Ratatoska into an ambush, and took from her that which he craved.
Seski anuman lisna, kasea, tjenened monikel, eskian, hesneshi, is hesneshi, aslist.
Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elysian allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts.
Is lufta, sithra antu il, pishan esh elra.
Yet that was not all. For from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal.
Sithmoni ratatoska nisheg ed, for always endar.
Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance.
Come Egmont Thorn in Yui, Ale Fey in Leita, Working Ushkin in.
But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears. And with now practiced savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field.
San es Shisnishka, Stadrana Moi.
Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War.
Snodoan Kin, Ulteda Maas Mornish.
'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget. E'en should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble to dust. Valid? Yeah, I keep thinking Ishgard's not the good guys. They're the bad guys.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Mixai eski listain, non miki shisikin, kua ala aim el.
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind.
Sai an usi afa an thorn nizeg.
And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin, till the end of days.
Non wo I alamon a. Skor esk nik I es. Nes so I an on in, do in an, olodra.
That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Sale, orn I nesh iratatoska kin for elna. Sith is nesh dokin an.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratatoska's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
Is ros esh idran. Oloson inizek. Non nish I esk diedran en. Wa ulwa skola es alakin el andranken. Mondo.
'Tis for this reason that most who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all the betrayer's children.
Ye gods! I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
War ulmon alaan as drapo.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon.
Kawol smaim kol su thrahal seskmoni se an in kilizeg.
But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reaches 70, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In ice in draho, ale ilia in.
Thou hast the right of a dragon slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja an, lis as an in la tu ole ul in an heps isu.
Hey, Reiner, how you doing? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. I appreciate it. I just hit recommended gear and it threw that on, and I'm like, it kind of goes hard, but it kind of looks a little goofy in cutscenes. I'm not sure how I feel on it just yet. I like it from behind, though. Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp.
Mik du set in sori. No sta no lis as dui for in.
'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee.
Ka an isi a uldran as nisek for. In lai as nesh I an iratatoska.
For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatoska's wounds. How could he not be driven mad?
In sith som ishi eskfa ulgar los an.
'Tis only by the coming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me.
Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skol ilens an. Skola.
But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. Oh, we failed. We ain't getting no peace treaty. Price Velger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. As far from mitigating this humiliation, The hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Nope. There we go, now it's starting to look a little drippy. Yeah, I do like this. Wait, I can dye it? Does that change? Yeah. Hold on. I can make it look really weird. Kinda looks good in red. And in yellow. Not really in green. Yeah, the only dyes I have on me right now it doesn't really look good in. I think I have an ash gray one. Yeah, but that won't look very good with that armor.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
So I understand where Ysael is coming from, but I'm with Estinian. It is an awful situation, but if they won't consider peace, then the best we can hope to do is defend ourselves.
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
I am built different.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
God damn, Estinian. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but we don't have to be cruel to people. Hey bestie, I'm sorry. What false god is this, Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Yeah, you should deal with that. Anyway, I'll see you later, I guess. Oh, I'm like right here. Oh well, it's already gone. Every encounter, they're just raising my rent. Oh, I have my little boy. Alright, keep going this way. Over here in the north. There. Thought I was gonna get jumped in there for sure, but these lightning sprites don't seem to want to mess with me. Yeah, let me up. Give me one sec. Got a random bot trying to add me. Get reported. It would be cool if your the Gishel Greens would summon just like one of the mounts that you have favorited instead of just being chocobos. But I guess it gives a good reason to like accessorize your chocobo. Ooh, that's a big area. Oh, but it does like no damage. Good to know. The Worm's Lair. Am I gonna get a new dungeon? Waiting to hit. That sounds like a Aether current quest. Moogle, give me the ability to fly, please. Yes. Oh, I just have to kill a bunch of these little baby dragons. This thing is tanky. A lot tougher than it looks. And I accepted this quest as a paladin, so I don't think it'll count it if I swap. Will it count you if I swap? Oh, it will. Fantastic. There we go. That's killing it a little faster. That's good. Give me the Aether Current. One down. So we have 2 quests to go. No, wait. That's not 2 quests. That is just 2 that are in the, just out in the world. Why did it zoom in on this one?
Is that it?
Oh. Oh, that's the Airy.
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
Yo, we're getting Sid involved. None of those help me. Take the mine. The force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the area. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you would swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by Link Pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth for Nishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Rayonet's Forum. Chris, from what I gathered of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. Oh yeah! Yeah, he will still be in Kansas. Sid! Sid, we need your help! When you last saw Mr. Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he may still be in Camp Cloudtop. Beyond that, we should try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel manufacturer. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Aymeric would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Amanelin is about. He's actually going to be useful. What is this quest here? Inscrutable tastes. Disciple of the Lander Hand. Do I have a... Oh, I sure do. Let's just collect this quest. Ooh, it's Gunbreaker. Can I pick up Gunbreaker here? If it takes level 60, I have level 60. Let's just use this to get to the spot. The last vigil. Where do you even get Gunbreaker? Let's find out. Starting job quest is in Gridania. Wow. Interesting. I might pick that up after stream. Madeline. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought so. I thought as much. Come, Chris. We must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Let's go. Where is the Ishgard airship landing? Oh, over here. Bye, Sid. Oh, and Basin Wedge. Ow. Chrysanthemum, Alphino. How fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you that we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? Huh. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Justinian stands vigil at the edge of the turning mists, but we do not know how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, wench. It's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. I love them. You got onion hair. I never realized it until now. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. I like Sid's new drip. I like everybody's new drip. I am getting messages again. Oh. just people in my GTA server. I am taking the day off from PD. I take most days off from PD though. It is stressful. It's fun, but it's stressful. The other day, I was running radar, just trying to like catch people who were speeding, because it was kind of a slow day. And some dude came up and kicked my my Tahoe, and he was like, "Fuck your cop car." And then I called over the radio like, "Hey, someone just kicked my car. I'm gonna be in pursuit." And when I say that there was like 8 cops, including a helicopter, chasing after this dude on a pedal bike, it was a lot. My little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
God damn it, Sid. Yo!
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Oh?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Giga Chad Garland Ironworks.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
What? Wait, did I miss something? Is it confirmed that she's alive? Because we were thinking that there was something going on. Did I miss something? Okay, yeah, I guess she's just alive. I guess I missed something. General Raoban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, she is alive. Come, Chrysanthemum. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be, pressing though Ishtar's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the manic of its completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Jataru, have our friends of the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to the problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphanel. Stop hitting me. It hurts. To the waking sands, warrior of light. 'Tis past time Uldar was delivered from this darkness. Where are my... Oh, there they are. Been a minute since I've had to use these. Oh, I did it again. Update gear set. Damn, everybody's here. You get Chad Ralph.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
I don't think we have the magic to do that, but I'll fight for you.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
God, I love Rabban. Thank you for being here, Urianger. You gave a lot to the conversation. Why was he here? Like, I'm not complaining. I don't mind Urianger. But he didn't do anything. Our target is Maria, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting. a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. My sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still hiding there. Where's the Silver Bazaar? Is that here in Vesper Bay, or is that somewhere else? The Silver Bazaar is down. Okay. Well, guess I'll. Do I know anything of return? Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear about this. What do you mean by that? What's up, Kickapoo? Greetings, Chrysanthemum. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Look for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Old Da, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. What do you mean by that? You know where she is? What do you know, Danielle? Oopsie. Let me try to read it on stream. Mariel, she's here. Well, that's all I need to know. I bet you're in here. Somewhere where I wouldn't be able to see you when I first got here. I was wrong. No, let's go up. Are you in here? No. You must be over here then. You bitch. Guess who?
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
You wanna rethink that answer?
General Alden.
Would you like to try again? We were planning on taking you alive, but I ain't stopping him.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Nah.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
What is he doing here?
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
Is that her? Is that Mariel?
'Twas plain that Telegi's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Telegi. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
You cheeky little shit. For somebody that I could punt across the room, I respect it. I respect the fact that he came to us, laid out all of the details of the plan, and then is like, but also we have the ability to fix it.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Telegi Adelegi without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
To be fair, I expected him to die there. So, like, I don't blame him.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
I want his sword.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
And then they leave. It seemed like they were running away. Let's go find her. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. He's playing a crazy game. Stop clicking on the bird. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Yeah, let's just teleport here. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, that's where I need to go, but that's not... Come on. There we go. Alright, let's go to the Chamber of Rule. Where's the Paladin guy? Oh, there's the Paladin guy. I've got some job quests that I need to do. But I'm gonna do those off screen. Flame General Raubon mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. She's snoozing. Why does she need that big of a bed? This is the kind of nap I need.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Not gonna question where his arm is.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Everybody's just glaring at
Her
Lil Rita.
Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Oh, shit.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same."
What do you mean by that?
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Oh, I mean, I figured that was like a pretty sure thing.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, They shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. I think we haven't been there in a minute, so yeah, that makes sense. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I, and Ul'dah too, shall flourish once more. General Ralban and his colleagues have met as well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit of Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbaid's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there are now worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Chris? You were there at the company's inception. It is only fitting you that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. What is this? Oh. Madonna, Revenant's Troll. We got a lot of cutscenes going. It's this one, right? Yeah. The Ultimate Ballad? What's that? I'll deal with these later. There's a lot of blue quests in here. Guess that's what happens when I haven't been in here since everything happened. Commander, you're alive. And Chrysanthemum too. I knew you'd scrape by, though. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye. But we still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must. That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you have a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. Oh. But the Crystal Braves. The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alpha now. Our minds are made up. So you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. Wait, are they forming a free company instead? My friends, after all that's happened, I know not what to say. Excuse me, I thought my two spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty. Shut the fuck up. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Ready to fly. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm. Specifically, Urianger in the Waking Sands and Tataru and Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I'm able. Let's go. We're getting closer. I need a new dungeon. Or is this gonna be a raid? Like a full-on thing, like Castrum was. If it is a full-on raid like Castrum was, I hope that it cuts back on the cutscenes just a little bit. Or at the very least voice acts all of them. Chrysanthemum, how in the seven hells did you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have at this moment completed the Manicutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fortemps Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. He got bored. I can't say I blame him. We were gone for a minute. No. You have fulfilled your obligations to the old Dons, then? Mistress Tatu has been keeping me appraised of the situation. Once I learned that these manicutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the midst. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aymeric? I think we've kept him in the dark long enough. I thought that Nidhogg was going to be, like, the big bad of the expansion. but I'm starting to think that that might not be the case. Where is it? We're in Foundation. Okay, I've gotten that. Is it here? Yeah, looks like it's here. It's not in the actual Forgotten Night. Sir Emmerich has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can
Lord
I, a
Commander,
proud
yes.
knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Okay, don't be mean to him. He's trying. It ain't his fault he's young.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, 'twould seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
I've pricked Master Alphinaud's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Master Alphinaud will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough. Stop hitting me! We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. I'm swapping my minion for one that's less aggressive towards me. Ooh, Mana Cutter Key and an Aether Current. Let's go. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. Wait, did I get them backwards? I did. These two are westerly. I'll have to take a look and see if I missed a quest, or if... Those things are way smaller than I thought they were. Chris, you did it, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a Kermit drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friend, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light, the Dreadworm awaits. This place looks terrifying. A new regular duty has been added to the duty finder. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna do this dungeon, and then I'm gonna call it. Should be easy enough to find a party as a tank. In the meantime, I am going to look to see where the other quest is for the Turning Mists. Okay, there's a quest. There's a quest that I hadn't gotten yet, because it didn't unlock it until I had gotten to Zenith. Just gonna see if they mind if I watch the cutscenes. If they are in a rush, then I'll just watch them on YouTube. Is that Nidhogg? Or is that just a big drag? I think that's Nidhogg because the eye worked on it.
Sick
portals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Oh yeah. Make sure I got my wool. Now let's go. Okay, our healer looks to be level synced, so I'm just gonna pull like everything. This place looks cool. I'm a fan. Hey, come fight me. Didn't think I stood in that AoE, but apparently I did. Here we go, the first boss. I have a mouth that looks just like you. Turn him around so he's facing the party. Ooh. That wasn't very nice. Can I interject this? Let's interject it. That just hit every single button that looks vaguely like interject. Is that the only other one? I think that attack, where he breathes lightning on the ground, I don't think that it has like aggro priority. Because he came to the middle and then used it. So focus on think we can kill him before he uses that. I didn't. But that's okay. We kill him right after. Orthodox Ring of Healing. I'll take it. Are we jumping down? Oh! Got stuck on a rock. Oh, not that one. A terrible dragon appears before you. He doesn't look that bad. He didn't hit that hard either. Let's go pull another pack. We'll deal with these four. If I pull any further, I'll start losing my draw, I feel like. Another Orthodox Ring of Healing. Over level, but this place isn't that bad. Where do we go? Up here? Yeah. And let's start moving up here then. And we'll grab this little one. The glowing spikes on these guys does make them look a little bit cooler. Alright, next boss here. Giasticus. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Now let's get away from the fire. That's interesting. I like that ability. Get real close. Do it, I dare you. Barely felt it. Took longer for you to deal the damage than it took for them to heal me. Oh, this isn't good. Yeah, we're getting hurt. But that's okay. A little bit of standing in AoEs is good for the health. You know, it keeps you humble. I don't think that I care about it. Yeah, I really don't. You want to get a chance to use it? Rip those on. Let's go, actually got an item. Here, earn Scorch. And then we're probably gonna fight Nidhogg up the top. Yeah, and then we go. There might be another spot over here that's gonna open up. Yep. Nope. This thing looks sick. It looks like, what's that one Superman game? I can't remember who it is now. I know that he was in the Injustice games. I just can't remember his name. Superman. Doomsday. Yeah, that was cool. Ooh. Big friend. Don't like that one bit. Okay, so this is probably where I'm gonna be fighting Nidhogg. I really didn't expect to fight Nidhogg this early in the game. What's going on? I'm starting to get some really bad fights. Not enough to really stop me from being able to panic. of getting this done. Stop trying that crap. Okay, now we kill Nidhogg. Oh, I'm not the only person doing this one for the first time. Nidhogg is sick. What is this? Dragon Eye is limiting Nidhogg's strength. Okay, well, if they're just gonna do that, then I'm gonna make sure that I've got movement. What do you call a one-eyed bird with a monster? The owl from the Turkey World. 2 eyes, I hope you stub your tongue. Oh god, it almost stuck that corner. I don't know if that was something I was supposed to stack, but I didn't see the thorns thing. Dragon eat? That's a fantastic question. He's too angry to worry about being hungry right now. Oh, hi, Estinian, here to steal the kill. My audio's way quieter in the game. Yeah, we need to fix it. There, that's probably better. I think it was probably just loud because that was a boss fight. Okay. Everybody here was super chill about me, it being my first time in here, and wanting to watch the, ooh, you get a kilt. That's... Hi. GG, I saw you outside the dungeon. Oh yeah? Wait, hold on. I was wondering who that was. That's funny. I kept seeing her waiting by Sid. I guess that makes sense that I kept seeing her for so long. DPS keys on this one would be a bitch. You just died, Nidog. We just killed you. Get flashbanged by your own eye, bozo. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me? Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once and shall do so again. Yeah, but I've got your eye.
No worm! This ends here!
Bro, I see people who, like, are mouth breathers at my work all the time, and I usually think the same thing. Like, it would be so uncomfortable. Oh, that's the first time we've seen anything above his mouth. Why are you red now? There wasn't that much blood. Both eyes.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
What do you call the guy in front of you if he was named Hawk? Tony? Tony Hawk? Shut up. Stop. New crystal. Why does bro have a pog lion for a helmet? Why don't you? Why don't you wear a lion's head around? Is it because you can't kill a lion? Is this a Stinian? That's
They are
crazy.
ours, Lord Heldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
I should screenshot that and message her.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Me holding my hand balls.
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook.
Oops.
But Lord Haldrath, what then shall become of the royal line?
As one who partook of Ratatoski's strength. Ah, I missed it. But Lord Haldrath, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
Is this like the first Azure Dragoon?
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemile. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
I see my mic lighting up. Apologies if you can hear that. Sounds like somebody is playing with the dog.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon.
And now we have
A
two.
rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no... If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Did he give it back?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. 'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
I can't tell if your armor changed color because of the dragon
But we
blood
must
or not.
first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Alright. Well, here is where I'm going to go ahead and call it. Oh. There they are. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And I'm going to throw a quick raid out to Marley, who is currently playing WoW. Appreciate you all stopping by, and I hope you all have a good one. Code Marley. It is her last week as Code Marley. She's going to be changing her name, from what I've heard. Well, not just her name, like rebranding entirely. But yeah, hope y'all have a good one, and see y'all later.